All right, hey guys, Tim here with The Juice. Thank you so much for all the comments and questions we got the other day going over the front leg to the face when we kind of looked at it in our framework of dissecting your kicks through our 5-kick domination sequence lens. And again, that was where your kicks limited by core stability, mobility, correctives, strengthening, or agility and loading conditioning, right? Which was that there for you? I think we saw a bunch of people kind of have some aha moments in the comments when they realized they thought they were weak, but what turned out was they lacked the actual mobility to get in an area to express their strength. Or they felt like they were getting out of shape and winded, but really it was because they're having to try so much harder because they needed to have something corrected, so they're using the wrong part of their body over and over again. And that's just super common. Unfortunately, that's part of why we're going over this stuff, is to make sure that you guys can help to understand, to diagnose your own kicks, your own training habits, and help move your stuff forward and not just end up stagnant. And that's the biggest killer of all gains, is stagnation, right? We started to notice this when I started working with Stephen Lambden, 2016 US Olympian, about 4 or 5 years ago. He showed me his training plan, and he was kicking a lot. He was doing a bunch of different training stuff, and so he was trying really hard. Most people at this level aren't lacking effort, right? They're lacking the proper plan. So what happened is we got him down to where now he's training a lot less, meaning he's able to recover more because he's doing things in a proper sequence to help unlock his full potential, right? When I ask people on the phone all the time, how much do you think he trains? I get these wild questions, 30 hours a week. And the answer is much, much less than that. So he's down to a few days of each. But when it's designed really properly, you get maximum output and maximum recovery. And that's what I want for you guys kind of going through this. One of the biggest myths with that is, in Taekwondo that we see and in combatives all around the world, is that you've got to kick or do the sport more to get better. And I'm here to tell you today, and I've been saying it for a few years now, along with Dr. Hahn and Coach Graf, that that's not the case, right? The big myth is this: when we do our strength and conditioning work, we have to add your sport into it. And here's what that looks like. It looks like you're doing an agility ladder drill, but at the end, you've got to kick some. Or you're going to do some jumping drills or strengthening, and you've got to punch and kick some. Okay, so here's what I want you to try and look at. If you took away the kicking portion of that drill and you just did the drill, would it be effective or not? So think about the work you see out there people doing. They're running around the circle, they're doing stuff, and then they kick some, and so they seem tired. If you took away the kicks, the actual sport, which we want to limit, we want to do less of that, so that way when you do it with your coach, you're getting the most progress with your coach. Would that drill be good or not? And I'm here to say today, that drill probably isn't very good, right? So take away that, take away the sport. We don't want you doing the sport all the time. I want you getting better. I want you doing the correctives. So now when you play the sport, you unlock your potential. I want you to do strengthening work, and not strengthening, and I've got to do kicks with it, and strengthen and kick. That's all backwards, right? Just do the strengthening work that we're going to show you through this sequence, right? And then later in the day, go to your coach, and guess what? Work on your kicks there, right? You don't need to put ankle weights on your legs and do this stuff and run around. That's all nonsense, right? Do the sport as good as you can. Take that stuff out of your strength and your conditioning stuff and just work on your conditioning. Just work on how your body moves. And that's what you're going to see in this 5-kick domination sequence, is you're not going to be doing any kicks with it, right? You're actually going to kick a lot less. Okay, that might seem kind of weird to say or to hear. You're going to kick a lot less, but we're going to help you identify the right things of, oh, my hip needs to work like this to hopefully open it to kick more. And now that this area has been remediated and I feel better at it, I can actually kick better. And now the second part, and this is what we saw with Lambden, when you're kicking less and you're in the gym less, you have more intensity when you're training. When you're training 30 hours a week, it's natural to kind of have that dip, right? But when you're in there for 90 minutes, a few days a week, man, you're up here at 11. You're cranking, right? And that's what we want. When a fight is 6 minutes or under, when a technical competition, 90 seconds or under. It's not a marathon. I need your output super high, and I need every movement you do to be perfect. And you know that from your own competitions, right? You know the days that you were like going through the waves, and you know the days that you were like, it was on. That was really good. And that's what we want for you guys. So the issue here today, and tell me this in the comments for you guys, what is the biggest thing holding you back in your own training? Is it the time you're putting in? Do you feel like it's too much time? Do you feel like I'm kicking it every session, I'm doing all these things, and I feel like now I'm just kind of burning out on it? And then look at the training you're doing. How much of that would be effective if you took the kicking portion out of it and just worked on how your body worked? So let me know out in the comments, what drills do you see, what things are you doing that if you took the kicking out of it, you'd be getting a lot more out of it. All right, looking forward to talking to you guys in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon.